Lanterns low in the harbor far. Coin rats circle the broken dock. They smell dust jackets, plastic gold. Every air card I ever sold. They want this place boarded and bare. Pull the paint from the dragon's lair. Turn the dice trees into ash. Sweep our stories in the trash. Raise the black flag over Tabletop Bay. If the rent comes calling, we won't sail away. Stack the chairs by the door, let the storm wind roar. We are pirates of the game store. We are pirates of the game store. Old map spread on a stained oak board. House rules carved like a sailor's sword. Every campaign, every late night raid lives in pencil that never fades. They brought papers with crooked smiles. Sign here, Captain, we'll gut these aisles. I lit a candle, I drank their rum. Said, you'll get this ship when the Kraken comes. Raise the black flag over Tabletop Bay. If the red comes calling, we won't sail away. Stack the chairs by the door, let the storm wind roar. We are pirates of the game store. We are pirates of the game store. Clack of dice like bones in a cup. Kids in cloaks growing up. Paint stained hands on a plastic fleet. All these ghosts got boots on their feet. So I called my crew by their secret names. Mini lords, queens of the games. Bring your coffers, bring your time. We'll buy this wreck, we'll call it mine. Us! Raise the black slang over Tabletop Bay. Now the dragons got what the sharks once weighed. Push the tables to the light. Hear the nighttime roar. We save the heart of the game store. Sworn forever to the game store. Store with all my friends and family. Some folks love their cars and others fish out on the sea. I go to the T&T Card and Hobby. Bobby. The workers there are so friendly. If you're a hobby nut or a trading card junkie, they've got Pokemon and Magic the Gathering at the T&T Card and Hobby. They've got events and Dungeons and Dragons and TCG. AT&T card and hobby. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ooh. Ba, 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 ba.
Hello, beautiful people of Medford. This is Save the Game Store, and ownership is physical. That's right. Do not let convenience take away your ownership. What are we talking about? Well, physical games, physical media. So recently, I see that PlayStation has, decided to tell everybody that they're not going to allow us to buy physical disc anymore. Which, fair enough. I understand it's expensive, and the world's expensive. But we had a deal. I get physical games, you get money. That deal has now been broken. So now I will be going to PC. Sorry, PC is a very good alternative to PlayStation, and I've been PlayStation for as long as PlayStation's been around. I am old. I don't know if people have noticed, but this gray is not from dying. This is natural gray. That's right. I don't need to look any older than I already am. So this is going to be a little bit different than what we normally do. I'm actually going to be going through a couple of reasons why I believe that we need to keep the physical media around. So first reason I believe that we should keep physical media around is this. This right here is a good example of why we should never go digital. This game's expensive. Why is it expensive? Is it because they artificially made the window small? Yes, exactly. That is exactly why this game's expensive. But digital media is a lot like that, right? The only difference is at the end of it, you don't have a physical copy, right? So the money that you spent is gone. It's wished away, never to get back. You can't turn this into another game or fund something else that is going to be more fun to you in the future. So the ability not to tangibly have anything in your hand actually cripples you financially, right? A lot of times people will say, well, video games don't hold value, right? So, and a lot of video games do not hold value, but they still have more value than digital media, don't they? Is that the truth, right? Because like digital media, once you've given your money away, there's really nothing. Once they get rid of the service, you are left with nothing. You don't have anything to touch. Like this right here on the shelf is kind of like a little trophy, a physical trophy. Also, you get to have like all the memories of the games that you've played, and it strikes back memory. And then like when you get friends over, right, you get to tell them about aggressive inline, right? A lot of people played Tony Hawk. Well, Tony Hawk's a great game. Aggressive inline, very, very fun. But here is another reason why you really need to have like physical media. Inside this game, there is a ton of songs, right? And since there's a ton of songs, there's a ton of copyright issues with this thing if they decide not to renew their copyrights for music. And then that can also get a game pulled off the store because now they don't have the rights to the music that's inside the game when they bought it for a certain amount of time, right? And it gets very complicated very fast. Also, movies titles, they're very interesting too, the way that they work, right? Because like when you get a movie title, sometimes you just lose the right to the movie, right? And this is one of my favorite games that's based on a TV series, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Absolutely great. This is also a great game. So there is that too. But it's controlled by Fox, right? And once rights run out, they can get rid of this for you. But the only difference is they had to come to my house physically and take this away from me. This is still just a license to play the game, right? So when you get down to it, same with movies, right? Movies are licensed to watch the movies for the most part. Like you don't, but again, at the end of the day, when I get tired of this, if I don't want it anymore, I can sell it, right? It's mine. I can do what I want to. I can trade it to a friend. They can play it, have a good time with it. This is a good way to consume media. And I come back from Blockbuster, right? That's an old name, Blockbuster, right? Family Video. Oh my gosh, Family Video, right? I love Family Video. I spent lots of money in Family Video. A lot of times I'd only watch a movie once. I really don't need to have a copy of the movie, right? So I go there, I rent my movies, and there was nothing better than a Friday night going there with my family, looking through all the movies. And as a kid, so the kid movies were free, right? So I would go there and I'd get a free movie. It was a lot of fun for me. And we'd spend maybe half an hour, 45 minutes looking through all the titles. And I saw so many movies I would have never watched, right? But I watched it because you buy your new release, and usually, towards the end, you'd get like 2 free rentals on the 99 cents, right? So you buy a new release, get 2 free rentals, and you just pick up something like, that's cool. Let's pick this up. I never don't know what it is. Let's see what it's going to be about, right? So I did that. That was a ton of fun. Here's another reason why I like physical media. This game, I can't remember if it's exactly this game or not, but it's one of the fighting games that came around around this time. It had some monk chanting in the background, right? All games were discontinued, taken off shelves until they could remedy that. And and that's another thing, like the thing that you got rid of when you actually went digital, right? So now everything has a software update. You can't play the game you bought because if something's controversial, they would simply get rid of it or not sell it. Controversial, right? Games like this, they're probably not the best, but they are controversial, right? What about another game that might be a little bit controversy, right? So what else we have over here? Is it a Nintendo game? It is a Nintendo game. It has a very cute, furry little squirrel. Nothing bad could ever happen, right? He's not smoking a big old cigar, fighting a big old shit monster. Yeah, he is. He's awesome. Again, a game like this can easily be changed through digital. Anything that's offensive can go away and not offend anybody anymore, right? And I'm really not playing this game because it's rose-colored glasses. I'm playing the game because, well, it is a little bit more fun. It's a little, kind of right there, kind of risque, right? So again, and this thing's been through hell, but since it's been through hell, it still works, right? And look at this thing. This is from a video game rental. I think this is from Family. I think this is actually from Family Video. Let's find out. Oh yeah, look at that. That thing's been through hell, right? Must be 18 to rent. Even they know that game was pretty risky back in the day. And then what is it? Oh yeah, so you'd have like for $3.25 you get 2 nights, and then if you spend a little bit more for 5 nights, it would be $4.25. Still got the old stickers on it, so pretty awesome. I do love the old games. So again, physical. Look at this pile. This is a pile of physical media, right? How about this right here? Anyone know what this game? This is Phantasy Star Online. Interesting. But it has an offline mode that you can play with 4 of your friends on the same console. This game, to this day, I still have a ton of fun with. In fact, we have a memory card that saves all my character data right here. And truth be told, though, I haven't played this game in probably 20 years. You know what? It hasn't gone away, though, right? I still have it right here. Still in my hand. Still sell it, if I want to. Or maybe I go and hook up my GameCube again and I get some 4-player game off of this. I mean, those are the choices I have. Like, it didn't go away just because I stopped playing. Isn't that a new thing that they're trying to say? If you have an inactive account, they can just make it disappear? Well, that's bad. What if life gets busy? What if you start working a lot, right? And you want to go back, maybe live your childhood, and then you found out that your childhood has been erased, gone, no longer. Like, if my save file gets erased, I still got the game. I can still get to where I was at, right? I can still have a lot of fun with my friends, maybe for 4 hours, just living the good old days of getting a couch, sitting on the couch and playing this game together. Like, I can relive that. I can have that experience again. But if it's online, only online, and it goes away, well, that experience is gone. And I'm forced to go without or pay a subscription to talk to friends. And that's not the future I like, okay? So I like the old future where we all got together and sit on the couch and we all knew each other. And if the other guy's being a little bit rambunctious, you can jab him a little bit, right? But then we got some other cool games here. There's nothing really too interesting about the games except for without physical media, I would not have seen this on the shelves, right? It would have been lost in a sea of infinite games, and I would never kind of see this game. So I saw this over probably at, this one looks like a Best Buy game, right? Looks like a Best Buy game. So easy, this is PlayStation 2. We had a deal, PlayStation. I would buy your games, and you would give me physical media. This was the deal. This is a good deal. I like this deal. I have a ton of your games. Like, I love the little trophies I have on my shelf, okay? And then, of course, I'm not exclusive to PlayStation. I also have an Xbox. And this is Otage 2, Immortal Warrior. And again, look at that thing. Like, so the difference between a infinite library and going to GameStop is they only have so much floor space. And when you see a game, and I think I bought both of these. No, I didn't buy both of these together, but I bought them relatively close to each other. And I was like, oh my gosh, that looks like a really cool game on the shelf, right? So like the art really got to me. So I picked it up, and it was pretty amazing. And then again, we have another game. This game has a lot of music in it, right? So this game may be a game that would disappear because maybe we lost the right to a couple songs, or we just modify the song out of there, which, is something that newer games can do, right? So they just say, oh yeah, but we don't have the rights to that song anymore. We just won't play it. You won't have the same experience, right? Again, future sucks. I hate the future. The future's bad. The past is way better. We lived in the greatest time where when I was growing up, 82 I was born, so I think I started playing when I was about 5 years old. Man, I can't remember. I remember the first time I played Super Mario. Or no. Yeah, Super Mario Brothers on the NES. And it was in the basement of, I don't even know the people's names, actually. But they had these deer heads on both sides of me. And down there, they had a little game called Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt. Oh my gosh. And from that moment, I knew I was hooked. And I played that, and then I think it was probably a year or a year and a half later, my Uncle Dan, he got me and my brother a Nintendo Entertainment System with the light gun, the 2 controllers, and the Super Mario Brothers. And ever since that's been history. I mean, that's kind of my whole entire life in a nutshell. Video games. I had a February birthday, so the weather always sucked. I couldn't really do anything. The best thing I did for my birthday was go to Eau Claire, Aladdin's Castle, $25 or 20, had to share with my brother, so we just call it 10. And we played the arcades for about 2 to 3 hours. That was my birthday party. I loved it. It was absolutely the best time of my life. We played Golden Axe, tons of Golden Axe, man. Golden Axe got all my money, and oh, and then we played Two Crude Dudes. Oh, Ninja Turtles, right? And then Ninja Turtles Back in Time, X-Men. Oh, and a little bit of Predator versus Alien. That's right. So I got to grow up when I saw that graphics were going to get no better. And of course, that was on the PS2. Yes, Madden. They look so real. It can't get any better than this. Spoiler alert, it got a lot better. Graphics went insane after that. Oh my gosh. We got photorealistic. I remember seeing, what was it, Gran Turismo for the PlayStation? And I was like, there's no way cars are going to look any better than this game, right? The graphics are insane. Like, I come from like little Mario Brothers. Doot, 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 doot. Yeah, so absolutely, absolutely insane. Oh, yeah. So I absolutely love that. Oh, man. So talking about good graphics for the PlayStation, we have Vagrant Story, right? This is another game that shot up in value, but with digital media, this game stays at $50 forever. Never shoots up in value. Never can get your money back also, right? So this is value, right? So this right here is worth a little bit of money now, right? But if I own this in a digital copy, it's worth nothing. I spent my money on nothing. I have nothing. Good day, sir. You get nothing, right? That reminds me of a show, right? That's kind of what Willy Wonka said, right? Congratulations, you get nothing. So, also, here's another game that, people kind of don't like today, right? It's Dead or Alive volleyball, right? They don't like pretty girls. Pretty girls are bad. So this game is bad, I guess. I find it a lot of fun, and again, this would be a game that maybe they get rid of the bathing suits for like full-on suits, right? Yeah, because you got to make it better. You got to make it better for everybody. Fair, fun, right? So again, physical game, worth money, okay? I don't know if this was worth a lot of money, though. This is kind of, I don't know. But it's interesting. The storyline's hilarious. So it's just people on a beach. Also, with all the releases, we have, look at that, Resident Evil 2. I remember the first time I saw a PlayStation, and the first game I saw was Resident Evil. And that game was awesome. Did you know that the dogs were going to jump through the window like a horror movie? I didn't know that. Yeah, it's really cool. Like, that was the coolest game I ever seen up until that point. And we played it till we beat it. And it was fun all the way through. The puzzles were neat. The controls were hard, god awful even. Tank controls, but it worked. It worked so good for this type of game. Like, the way the camera angles were changing, like the tank controls actually helped you out quite a bit. Oh my gosh. And then, yeah, this is back in 1998, guys. 1998 this came out, right? That's a long time ago. But is it, right? 27 years, right? 27 years, right? Is it? Yeah, 27. 27 years ago this came out. Do you see how fast technology moved? It's crazy. Absolutely insane. And like, to get to this from Mario Brothers, what was that? That was only another 20 years, right? 20 years from Mario to this. And now we got this to whatever we see now. Actually, I see a downgrading a little bit in gaming, actually, is what I kind of see. Games aren't actually made as efficiently as they used to be. Like, you can go back to a game like this, right? And we're going to get it over here. We have to pull everything over, actually. Sorry, guys. I'm in a magical place off camera where unicorns are murdering everybody. We already know that. We've already discussed that in different videos. Unicorns are taking over everything and everybody. But that's okay. We have a game like Oblivion. And we also have the Shivering Isles, the expansion pack to Oblivion. There are things in this game that just happen to exist that, don't exist in sometimes modern games. Like, you could pretty much destroy everything on a table and pick up everything on a table, take it with you, right? You could probably loot the whole entire house. And now, sometimes you just can't interact with anything. The game looks pretty, but this game, way better. You could do a lot more stuff. And I always found this game pretty funny. I played Morrowind, right? That was before this on the PC. And I always had a lot of fun with that one too. But Oblivion kind of takes the cake, right? Oblivion is crazy good. So that pile keeps on building. Again, look at that. I was going to sell this at one time. And I keep this price tag on there as a reminder. So I figured that this was worth about $25, right, at the time, right? And that was a combo. I was going to give you both discs, and I can see right here that I paid $26.99, right? And that looks like it probably came from GameStop, used, right? So I was always a member, so I probably got like 20% off, 10% off on that price tag. Still a $20 game, right? So very awesome, very cool. I absolutely think that that's great. Let's go back a little further though. We have Genesis right here, and this is Castlevania Bloodlines, right? Again, a very great game. And the only reason I'm kind of showing you all this stuff is because all of this right here has value, real, tangible. I can sell it today, value, right? Can you do that with your digital? Can you? Can you do that at all with your digital? Can you get any of that money that you spent back? Sometimes you can even get more money than you spent back, even for accounting for inflation, right? So what's this? Let's say, so like this game back in the day probably costed, what was games back then? $35 for a game usually? I bought all my stuff used. So this would be bought from a friend who was getting into a PlayStation. And I bought his whole entire collection. And that's, well, actually, I should say my dad and my mom bought his whole entire collection to give him a good chunk of money to go get his PlayStation. But we got the Sega CD and all of his games, right? And this is one of the games that came in there. And it's pretty awesome. I remember not so long ago, I bought a, when I say not long ago, it's always 20 years, guys, so take that with a grain of salt. my not long ago is like forever, okay? So they had an N64, and it had 50 games with it, and it was on eBay for $50. I'm like, $1 a game sounds amazing, and and we had good games in there too, so couple wrestling, not the best, but look at this. So GoldenEye. Everybody remember growing up with GoldenEye? Again, another great game to be on the couch with too. I would be with my 3 best friends. Actually, 2 best friends and my brother. So and have a ton of fun with this game. Oh my gosh, would I have the most amazing time with GoldenEye. And I first picked it up, I kind of sucked at it. And I wasn't very good. I got killed a lot, right? Then I spent that whole entire night not sleeping, knowing the maps, understanding the maps. And then I proceeded to kill everybody. Sorry, guys. Oh, yeah. Also, look at this. We just talked about this game, right? On the other one, we already had the copy that we already had for that. So I already had the Super Mario Sunshine. This is a player choice game, right? So these are the games that they would re-release for a cheaper amount, right? So you'd get this, and then you could get it for a little bit less expensive. Again, it used to come with these really cool books. Came with like this nice. This case is very nice for this. And Mario has always been like one of my favorite games growing up. Again, Mario was my first game, right? Super Mario. And it was me, my brother. I was always Mario because I was the first player. And my brother was always Luigi. And now he looks more like Mario than I do. Again, Super Mario 64, right? Oh my gosh, such a great game. This game I did not own until I was older. I would always go to my uncle's house and we would get all the stars on him. Sorry, Uncle. I guess we kept on playing your game for you. Oh my gosh, my uncle, I didn't understand him. He'd come home and he would just sleep on the couch. That's all he did. I understand you, Uncle. Uncle Max. The couch is my favorite place. Oh my gosh. We should have had a tally on how much these games are actually worth. And these are not even like the expensive games from my collection. They're just the games I just grabbed just to kind of show off, right? So this is a White Knight Chronicles 1 and 2, I believe. Yep, includes the remastered version of the first game. This is a very fun RPG, and I had so much fun with this. This is the Havoc engine. Oh my gosh, remember Havoc? Oh my god, man. Oh yeah, this game's kind of over the top RPG. Like everything is overacted, and I absolutely love that. And the gameplay is so sweet. It had an online mode, which was fun, very fun. I think they killed that mode though. That's kind of sad. That's kind of like one of my first experiences with losing stuff though, because I bought a lot of digital content for my digital world, and then my digital world went away. Again, own nothing and be happy, right? At least one part of that statement is true, right? It ain't the latter, right? It's not the latter. You will own nothing. And that's where it'll stop. Again, we got Resonant of Fate, right? This is a very cool gunplay type of RPG. Happened at I think what was it? Yeah, it came out at a bad time. We had Final Fantasy coming out at the same time. There was another God of War game coming out right sandwich this game. This game got looked over like crazy because there was so much stuff. But I played so many RPGs. I looked at the cover of this. I'm like, hey, I'm all in. I want that game. And look at that. That's Sega. Did you know that they were a publisher of games? Yeah. I mean, they weren't a console maker at this time. They published games on PlayStation, right? And recently, you can see them even on Nintendo. Their rival. Sega does what Nintendo doesn't. Publishing their games on Nintendo, apparently. Again, look at this. This is from Video Game Exchange, way back in the day, right? And of course, I like this. I like cash, so I paid with a cash price when I was buying this, right? And they gave you a pretty good discount, $1.50 it looks like, not $1.40. So that's pretty good. And then I picked it up because it looked really, really cool. I have not had a chance to play this game yet. And that's the other thing too. So like, no digital, no digital media for me going forward. It's not a bad thing. I got so many games in my backlog. If I started playing them now, I think I need 3 lifetimes to get through them. So it's not like I'm not going to have a chance to play games. I'm going to have a chance to play games in PlayStation, right? Nintendo, they're doing almost the same thing. They're giving us these stupid key cards, right? Why even give me physical media when it's not physical media? It's just a damn access code to nothing. Like I can't sell the access code. It's kind of just to my account and that's it, right? So again, it's not physical media. It's just it's a trick. It's a trick is what it is, right? This right here, again, is absolutely amazing, right? So this is Eternal Darkness for the GameCube back in the day, right? This game messed with your head and messed with your TV and messed with your saves. At least it pretended to. And then like put little bugs on the screen. This game is a lot of fun. I kind of wish they would always made a second one of this game, but you know, sometimes it's better when they don't because now you just have this really solid game. And is it real or is it only in your head? I don't know, right? So yeah, super sweet. I don't know why people want to get rid of physical media. Look at this; it's stacking up, right? Maybe because it takes up too much space, but this is all value, right? You can sell this. You can get back a little bit of what you paid into it, and on this game specifically, you can get more than you paid for it, right? Because it inherently has value to other people. Your digital library only has value to you, and you can't sell to yourself. Again, we got another good game from the past, right? We got Star Fox 64, right? Oh my gosh, comes with a Rumble Pack. At least it did. Oh, super sweet. Right now I got it in the console, so now it's not in here, but we got a little booklet too, right? Super sweet. Got a little bent up though, unfortunately. That's not ideal. Looks like it doesn't have the tabs to hold your book, which is sad. But great game, absolutely fun, amazing. And then also, look at this. Did you know that we used to be able to rent videos and buy them, right? I don't have to worry about a streaming service getting rid of Stir of Echoes. I got it right here. I don't have to worry about a streaming service getting rid of Goonies. I got it right here, right? And Goonies is an absolutely amazing film. And of course you should have a copy of Goonies, right? Why would you not have a copy of Goonies, right? Also, Stir of Echoes. This is when, oh my gosh, Stir of Echoes is so good, right? So this is just two of the physical media. I used to have a library of disc. And recently, after I kind of saw PlayStation take off 500 games, probably 4 years ago. No, sorry. Videos off of the thing that they lost the rights to, but then they quickly reestablished the rights. I was like, wait a minute. Digital means I own nothing. So I stopped buying anything digital for film, and I kept on looking for physical media because I don't want to be beholden to my internet connection, right? What if the internet goes down, right? And it does go down around me for not a long period of time, but I've had like 4 days. 4 days and everything's locked behind the internet? Well, those are the 4 days I probably want the movies, right? Because I mean, I'm kind of bored. I mean, so you know, it's interesting to know what it feels like once you have no internet, right? And that's a way to be a have-not, right? Now you have not anything you paid for. At least this way, and I gotta have a device that can play it, right? I gotta have a DVD, but recently, you know, for the longest time, everything was a DVD player. Everything. PlayStation's a DVD player. It's crazy how much stuff is a DVD player, right? And like this right here. So I got the physical media, right? I got a computer. I can rip everything and turn it into a digital for myself, right? So I can bring it on my own devices, but I have them here. I don't need to have an internet connection to rip my own stuff. I can just rip it, put it on my own Mediaplex, and have my own nice movies. And yeah, I want the physical copies, right? What if they decide that they don't have the rights no more and they get rid of it and I can't watch it and I can't show my friends no more this really cool movie I used to? Or maybe it becomes pretty bad and the community has decided that that's hurtful and harmful. And then now they have to go get rid of the movie, and I can't have the movie that I used to watch all the time when I was younger because status quo, right? That's not a good place. That's like burning books all over again. We got to burn the books. They have hateful messages. And then back in the day, we used to get really cool collector editions, right? So this is not even that old, right? This is for the Switch, and this is Death Smiles 1 and 2, like a little collector edition, right? And collector editions even further back were even cooler because everything got more expensive, manufacturing got more expensive, so they can't really put as much stuff in a box when the margins are not there. It all makes sense, and the future sucks. I hate that the future sucks, but that's where we're at. The future sucks. We went from this place where we were doing pretty good, right? Flying cars were on the horizon, Jetsons were right around the corner, and we were going to be working for Spacely Sprocket, right? Oh, that's such a hard job. Oofty. That's worth my 8 hours right there. We're getting there though. Oh my God, that's actually sad. That's bad. And I'm just going to leave you with this right here because we all know that this is how you remember it, right? It was the Bernstein Bears, right? That's. Oh, look, what does that say? Does that say Sega Club? Oh, that's crazy, right? So, yeah. So what I'm trying to tell you is digital media is a scam. Okay? Physical media has value and has value well after the purchase of the item that you bought. Sometimes you don't get all the value back, but you get zero value back from digital media. And sometimes you lose the right to your digital media. And I'm not okay with that. It does not sit very well with me. I do like ownership of items. I mean, it's very important to me that I own this, right? This is mine. These are very cool games. I like to share with people, let them play them, have a good time with them, right? So, and it's just memories on top of memories of a life well spent. Some people might disagree with that, but when I was a kid, these were all little quests, little books, if you will. And I was going to go on an exciting adventure. I didn't know where I was going to go, but I was going to go somewhere, right? I was going to have some fun. And then I also have the game that really is kind of a comfort game, right? So we go right back to my comfort game right here. We got Mario. Mario was always going to be good. It didn't matter what it was. It was going to be a fun game. This is where I started. Started with Mario. Oh, Nintendo has been such a important part of my life, and so has PlayStation, and so has Sega. So has every console coming out. Has always been a very important part of my life. And now we get to a point where I don't know if you should own a console. Every game goes to PC, and every game that goes to PC is usually not better at first, but is better in the future. I can mod it, I can add graphical upgrades to it. I can do a lot of things on a PC that we won't be able to do on the consoles. The consoles are locked down. They don't like you there. They don't want you messing around with anything. The game is how they intended it to be, and you can't change it. Which is really good for competitive games. But what if the game's not competitive? What if I don't have a leaderboard? What if I just want to play the game the way I want to play the game? Well, that's easy for me then, right? That's going to be a PC. A PC is amazing, right? And then we have John Carmichael, right? You might know that guy. He gave us Doom, right? And he gave us Doom. It's underneath a very, very nice license where everybody has the right to Doom in the source code, right? And it's such a big gift, right? And I can remember all the shareware versions of Doom that were on the computer, and the one that I remember more than that is Quake. That's right, Quake 2. we got in trouble at the school because they complained that we were using all the bandwidth to play Quake. I don't know if that was true or not, but I do know that every single computer in the computer lab had Quake on it. We made sure of it. And then every time before school started, it was very popular. We were all in there. We were all having a great time. And I tell you, the the school that I grew up with is not the school that people are growing up with now. We were definitely, oh my gosh, man, I can't even tell you the games we'd be allowed to play and what we'd allowed to do, right? Because none of that is something that you do anymore. I mean, do you do you think that they would like a first-person shooter be on the on the computer lab? I don't know, man. Things are really kind of weird now, and they definitely would not like a Wolfenstein on a computer with all the Nazi symbols everywhere. They would hate that. But that's just what it was. We played games. Everybody didn't take them too seriously. They were just fun, right? And I just don't know how we get into a world where you're okay not owning anything and being happy. This is a slippery slope, guys. And if you don't pay attention, everything that you buy will be more expensive in the future. Because the one thing I know about monopolies is they're not very generous. All right? They're not very generous at all. And you can kind of see, just take a look at the price of a used game, right? And the price of a digital game that's been out for about the same time. You can usually get a used game for 23% less than what they're trying to get you on the digital market. For what? You don't own it, right? You own nothing, but you get more by buying a physical copy. Wasn't that crazy? That's a bit insane, right? Why would you not buy a physical copy at that moment, right? And why would you be beholden to a company that is trying to maximize profits at your sake, right? That's a toxic relationship, right? I don't want to be in that relationship. That seems bad. Gimme, 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 gimme. Slap you some more. You own nothing. So I don't like that, right? So just want to remind you guys, let's get physical, physical. Let's get physical, physical. Let's get physical, physical, physical. This will be the end of the stream. Thank you guys so much. Oh wait, we got somebody in. I agree. I dislike what PlayStation is doing. Oh yes. Yeah, thank you for coming in. Yeah. So yeah, no, I've been just talking about that because it bugs me. I do not like not having ownership over my stuff, and if I want to sell all these, I can. I mean, there's a lot of freedom in that, and they're stealing freedom away from you, and you're allowing it. I don't know why you would be allowing it. And so the same thing happened to me on the 3D movies, right? They told me that the 3D movies were down and nobody was buying them. I couldn't find them. I tried to go and buy the 3D movies. I had to go import it from other countries because my country stopped supporting it. And maybe it was a niche group, and it always would be a niche group, right? But just saying that nobody wants it is not the true thing as not offering it to somebody that does, right? So if you're saying, oh, nobody likes discs, but then you just don't offer it as a disc, well, it's not that we don't like discs. You didn't give us any other option. Of course your numbers look a little better. So, and with the outlash that I'm seeing, I don't know if we don't like disc. I see a lot of people out there saying, hey, I like the option. Well, don't take away the option. Like, I'll buy your digital stuff, but I want the option. So, yeah, no, it's really, really strange. So, we're definitely in a world where we got to be very careful that we don't give away physical ownership for convenience, right? Because if we do that, we're going to have nothing but subscription services. And the best subscription service was Netflix. But you know, the key word in that is was. Netflix is not Netflix that I remember, right? Netflix has turned into every company realizing like, hey, there's some value here. Let's strip it out of Netflix. And now Netflix and everything is a shell of itself. It's horrible. And that's also why piracy's up. I mean, when things are convenient, piracy is defeated. When you make it hard for people to watch what they want to watch, the high seas comes back. So I guess, you know, you got to make it easy for people, or piracy is something you cannot defeat, right? You're going to try to lock it down, but, you know, and maybe you can defeat it if it's a complete surveillance state and you're watching everybody and then like putting everybody in jail. That seems like a horrible future. Let's do that. So thank you guys so much for watching. This has been my rant on physical media. So keep it physical. Do not let them steal away your rights for ownership. Ownership is something that's very important. As you can see right here, this is everything that has value, and my whole digital library has 0. And this is just a tiny little thing, but it's bigger than my head. Look at that. It keeps on growing. Now we'll be going into the eternal darkness. That's right. That's right. Have a good day. Thank you guys so much. Stay awesome and stay physical.
Stack the chairs, flip the stools, candles burning low and blue, chat still buzzing in the gloom. One more story, one more brew. You've ridden with me all night long through crits and chaos, bad ideas. Now the bar keeps polishing the gong. Time to vanish, taverns closing here. This is the end of the stream, my friends. Raise your mugs for the final send. Last call after, then we're gone till we log back in at dawn. We drank the quest, we rolled the fights, we turned these pixels into nights. This is the end of the stream, my friends, till the tavern opens again. Dice still warm from that last roll, quest log covered in your names, hero portraits on the wall, all the legends, all the games, from the lurkers in the shade to the loud ones yelling roll. Every cheer and every raid poured a little fire in my soul. Now this is the end of the stream, my friends. Raise your mugs for the final send. Last call after, then we're gone till we log back in at dawn. We drank the quest, we rolled the fights, we turned these pixels into nights. This is the end of the stream, my friends, till the tavern opens again. Hey, wait! Coasters curl on sticky wood, echoes hanging in the air. Did we do it? Yeah, we did. You were really, truly there. So slam the tables, stomp the floor, shout my name once, maybe more. Hit that farewell like a spell. Good night, good fight, sleep well. This is the end of the stream, my friend.